Hi everyone, John Cottrell here of MBODY Yoga, and this is Soft Flow Yoga. Thanks for joining me. In our practice today, we're going to be featuring a pose called Eagle Pose. It's a standing balancing posture with some binds, and the binds are crossed legs and crossed arms. Alrighty, we're going to start in seated to get warmed up. So join me here, sitting up nice and tall. Feel free to sit on something soft like a blanket or a towel or a pillow. Nice lengthened spine. Feel free to close your eyes, or if you decide to keep your eyes opened, just keep a soft gaze down towards the ground. Let's start with a few deep breaths. Nice full inhale, filling up the lungs, and a complete exhale with a sigh. Good. Do that again. Nice full breath in, release, and just settle into slow, steady breaths. Feeling the breath and listening to the sound of your breath. Two very simple things to help you focus, to move inside of self. An opportunity to set a personal intention for your practice, also to help you to be more present and connected. Good. A nice full breath in, filling up the lungs, and exhale to completion. Let's do that one last time. Filling yourself up on the inhale and exhale. Let's add a simple movement with the arms. Inhale, extend your arms out and up. Reach for the sky. Exhale, extend your arms out across the room and back down by your side. Inhale, reaching out. Good energy in your arms, hands, and fingers, reaching towards the ceiling. Exhale, extend the arms out. Feel as if you're going to touch the walls on either side of you. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up. Even feel the lengthening through the sides of your body. Exhale. Aware of the motion in your shoulders, allowing your arms to move up and down. Last time. Good. Let's just take a moment here in stillness, just a breath. And then some shoulder circles. Just lifting the shoulders up towards earlobes, rolling them back and down. Just a couple of times. Backward. Let's do that forward. Part of our binding posture in Eagle Pose does involve our shoulders. Let's do this. Let's take the left arm, extend it out, and bring it across the body. Bring the right arm in, a little hook, and draw it in. Here, you might feel a little pull or stretch sensation that kind of originates towards the back of the shoulder, around towards the front. Just to give a little stretch. Just holding here. You can even have this gentle up and down motion just to help some of that release, just in case the shoulder feels a bit tight. Okay, release the hook. Keep the arm here, but bring it up and around and then down. Just getting that good mobility through the shoulder. Let's do the same with the right arm, extending out. Bring it across the body and give it a hook to draw it in. Feel that stretch. You might hold for a breath or two just to experience that initial stretch. Add that movement, just a gentle up and down motion if that feels good to you. Let's go ahead and release the hook. We're going to reach up, around, and back down. One more shoulder roll backward and forward. Good. Let's move to hands and knees here. Feel free to use a blanket or a towel if you need a little extra cushioning underneath you. Let's move through cat and cow just to get some mobility in the spine and the hips. Inhale, lift head and heart, arching the back. There's our back bend cow pose. Exhale, tuck the pelvis under. Feel your belly button pull up towards spine. Feel the natural curve of the spine, chin to chest, cat pose. And just continue this flow, moving with breath. going at your own pace. Making sure hands are pressing firmly into the mat. Strong, straight arms. We're going to keep them straight throughout this process as you undulate through the spine. In a very subtle way, you're also working the shoulders. Even though the shoulders or arms are not in motion, the torso is, and there's some light movement in the shoulder area. Finish the breath that you're on and take 2 more. Let's just pause here for a moment in this neutral tabletop posture. Let's get into our hips just a little bit here. I'm going to slide over or just shift my body over to the right edge of the mat. Sit back briefly into hero pose. Just here, just to get off the hands. Sit off to the left side where you've made some space. You're going to bring this right leg around and place the foot, if you're able, on the outside of that knee. It's okay to place it on the inside if you need to. Just going to readjust the seat here and just hold on to the shin and just sit up nice and tall. Now for me, I feel this in the outer hips just because of this crossed leg sensation. And that's all we're going to do here is just hold for a few breaths. In our standing posture of eagle pose, we cross one leg over the other. And you might even feel this in the hips on both sides. So here we're just giving a little introduction to that sensation. Let's take 3 more breaths. When you're complete, just release. You can bring the hands behind you to lean back so you can uncross the legs. And you might even just shake them out a little bit. Let's come to a modified boat pose, just to engage the core a bit since we're going to be balancing on one foot. I like to do this version where we keep the heels on the floor, feet flexed, knees bent, hold on to the backs of the knees, sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Feel the belly button draw in towards spine to engage the core muscles and lean back gently. Just hold here. Don't have to go back too far. Several breaths. Continue to breathe out through the mouth. That way you'll feel the air leave the belly and you can engage the muscles here. 2 more breaths. And then relax. Let's make our way back around to hands and knees. 3 breaths, cat and cow. Just want to keep that nice mobility through the spine and the hips. One more. Come back to the neutral tabletop posture. Scoot over to the left edge of your mat. Sit back briefly into hero, freeing the hands. Slide off to the right side where you've made space. Let's bring the left leg around and stepping this foot over the knee or keep it on the inside. Adjusting your seat if you need to, holding on to the shin. That way you're able to sit up nice and tall. And with that lengthening sensation, at least for me, I feel that the sensation I desire in the hips here. Sitting up nice and tall, just facing forward, allowing that stretch to occur right down through the side of the leg, the IT band area, right into that hip and even to the glute space. Three more breaths. Feeling that nice stretch and release. And when you're complete, just soften the body. Just bring the hands behind, lean back so you can uncross the legs. Let's do that boat pose once again. Heels on the ground, feet flexed, knees bent. Hold on, inhale, get tall, lengthen spine. Exhale through the mouth, engage core, lean back. Now the farther back you go, the more tension you'll create. So you can challenge yourself if you'd like. We're not going to be holding this too long, so feel free to lean back a little bit more. Lift the chin slightly here so the neck is long and is in the same alignment as the spine. Let's do 2 more breaths. Good, and we'll release. Let's come back to hands and knees. Now I'm going to move my blanket out of the way, so if you've got a cushion underneath you, we're going to move that out of the way. Come back to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Step the hands forward so they're out from underneath the shoulders. One more cat-cow that will take us into downward facing dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Hold. Make sure toes are tucked so you can lift the knees off the floor. Send the hips up slowly into the air. Hands naturally push into the floor, arms straight and strong. And just feel how your head and chest start to sink between the arms. We're going slowly, so you can be mindful of this sensation because we are stretching out the shoulders a bit here as well as the chest. Now stop whenever your body needs to stop. Don't have to overdo this. Strong straight arms, stretch through the shoulders, chest and back. Let's move through a Warrior One sequence. Let's pick up the right foot, extend the right leg back. Good extension reach. On the exhale, let's send this right foot to the top of the mat. You can land right behind the right hand. Turn left heel to the floor. Be sure to shift your weight back into that foot. So there's balance on both feet. Light fingers here. Torso right over the thigh. Free the hands, reach forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lunge. Let's just do something with the arms here. Bring them out to the side. Bring them forward. You're going to drop the left arm lower than the right and then cross right at the elbows here. Flip the palms up and reach up. And that's all we're going to do. This is actually getting us ready for our eagle pose. So arms are being drawn forward, leading with the elbows. Light stretch and pull from the back of the shoulders. Let's lower the arms or straighten the arms. You can flip the palms down, taking it back out. Let's inhale both arms up. Exhale, fold. Hands to the floor. We're going to step all the way back into down dog, both feet on the ground. Knees very bent. Again, slowly feel the head and chest sink between the arms. Be sure the hands are pushing firmly into the floor. Arms are straight. Feel the natural stretch. Other side. Inhale, let's extend the left leg up. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat, right heel to the floor, shifting the weight back, balance, light hands, reach the arms forward as you now hinge your way up. Warrior One. Exhale, deepen that lunge. Let's do the same arms here. Bring the arms down to the side, bring them forward. Drop the right arm lower than the left, cross, making an X, crossing at the elbows, flip the palms up and lift. Basically, this left arm is kind of sitting in the bend of the right arm, kind of like a little hammock. Feel the elbows lead forward. Feel that opening or that broadening of the back. Straighten the arms, flip the palms down. Separate. Inhale, reach the arms up into the sky. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor. And once again, just step all the way back into down dog. Hold, head and chest sink carefully. Then take both feet to the center of the mat until you're in a forward fold. You might need to slide your fingertips towards your toes, even releasing the head. Take a peek between your knees towards the back of the room. Standing from here, shifting your weight into your heels. Bend your knees like you're sitting down, so lower the hips. You can even bring hands up to knees or thighs. Push into thighs just to rise up to about 45 degrees. So it's like you're sitting in a chair. Keep pushing into the legs to straighten the legs. Standing nice and tall, but get even taller by extending the arms all the way up. And exhale, arms down to your side. Very good. Maybe another circle of the shoulders. All right, let's move into our eagle pose. We're going to modify this since this is soft flow and use some props. I'm going to use my blocks here. Okay, stacking 2 blocks like that. And I'm standing, on my case, on the left side of it. Okay? Really close. Now you can mirror me, or I can sense that I'm mirroring you. So let's just say I'm standing on the right side of the blocks. Let's start with the arms. Let's inhale, reach out and up. This is going to seem familiar. Exhale, bring the arms all the way down. Watch the arms. You're going to bring the left arm down and behind the right, crossing the elbows. I need to mirror you. Flip the palms up. Reach up like this. Now you can keep the arms like this, or if you're able, keep wrapping up the arms. So hands maybe touch, fingers to palm. I'm going to keep this open for now, just like we did in that Warrior One. Now, soften the knees. I'm mirroring you. So shifting weight into that left foot, so you can easily pick up the right foot and step or cross the leg. But I've got that block there, or stacked blocks there, just to help the balance. I'm going to bend this knee more like I'm sitting, and that's going to help cross the legs. Right there. So this is our variation of eagle pose. The legs are crossed. You might feel this in the outer hips. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can wrap the arms all the way up here. Because once you do this, you want to lift the arms up as you're able and send the elbows forward. And even squeeze the legs a little tighter together. All right, we're going to unwrap the arms. It's going to release and drop, reach out and up. So as I rise up, uncrossing the leg, plant the foot, arms down to the side. So that's eagle pose with a variation, using the blocks here just to help with that stability of the balance. Okay, you can even shake this out. I'm just going to move my blocks to the other side. Let's do the same thing. So it's a binding posture, getting into the hips, getting into the arms and shoulders. It's also a concentration practice too, focusing, because you are balancing on one foot. All right, let's get the arms in place. Here we go. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, slowly bring the arms down. Bring the right arm now down and behind the left. Crossing at the elbows, let's flip the palms forward. Lift. You can stay here or wrap the arms. I'm going to keep them open for now. Bend the knees slightly. Put weight into the right foot. Pick up the left so you can cross it over using the stacked blocks there. You can be a stack of books if you don't have blocks. Continue sitting like you're sitting in a chair. That way you'll feel the crossed legs and maybe in the sensation in the hips. And here's our eagle pose. Keep the arms here. If they are here, lift, send them forward. If you're able to wrap, try that. Even kind of hook fingers if you can't get this complete wrap around of the arms. Now the concentration is, imagine you can see directly through the hands if they're directly in front of your eyes. Breathing. 2 more breaths. Squeezing the arms, lifting, sending them forward, and squeezing the legs together. Let's release the arms first. Reach out and up. Stand up so you can uncross the legs. Plant the feet so you're balanced. Arms return to your side. Good. Rolling the shoulders here. Very nice. Okay, let's make our way down to the ground. Now, I'm just going to move my blocks first. We always like to do a yoga sequence to make our way back down to the ground. Standing in mountain pose. Inhale, extend the arms out and up. Exhale, spread your wings, sit back into an imaginary chair. You might even bring hands to thighs. There's that chair pose we did earlier, but then just slide the hands down the shins, releasing head, neck, and shoulders. Let's do a halfway lift where you'll inhale, slide hands up to shins or knees, extending spine. Exhale, fold, getting low enough by bending the knees more. Plant the hands. Walk as many steps as you need to towards the back end of your mat until you end up in plank pose. Just lower the hips a bit
until they're at shoulder level. Strong, straight arms pushing into the earth with the hands. And then we'll gently bring the knees to the floor. You can sit back into hero. I'm going to bring in my blanket. You can go ahead and take a seat. And we'll finish our practice here. Let's just do a few breaths. Nice lengthened spine, relaxed shoulders, and just notice how your shoulders feel after doing that pose. Very nice. All right, one last movement together. We'll inhale, extend the arms out and up. Exhale, bring your palms together and down to your heart. Take one more full and complete breath here. And as we come to the close of our practice, we bow saying, Namaste. Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.